In this video, we are going to see how you can make these types of animation inside After Effects from scratch. And don't worry, we will create this without spending a single penny. So first of all, we will generate AI image so that we can use it in our animation. If you have some money, I would prefer to send me super thanks. Just kidding. You should buy a subscription to generate AI images according to your imagination. But most of my audience are broke, so I'm going to show how you can do it in free of cost. So I will open my browser and go to leonardo.ai. So what you have to do is simply click this button called Launch App. And if you are new to this website, then just sign up using your Google account. In my opinion, it's the best AI generator because it gives 150 credits daily, unlike other websites like openart.ai, which only give one-time credits. So if you run out of credits, then you are done. But here, you can simply create another account and continue your work without any obstacles. Moving ahead, we will click on Image Creation, and now it will take you to the main page where you have to focus the most. Here in the left-hand side, you can control the image style, its aspect ratio, and how many versions will be generated at once. So let's deal with them one by one. In the style, we will choose Cinematic Kino, and the reason for this is I just don't know, it seems good. Leave this contrast to medium, and in the image dimensions, select whatever the size you want. I'm going to make this for long-form video, so I will click this 16:9 ratio. And here we will select the number of images which will be generated after giving a prompt. This is a very helpful feature so that you don't run out of credits. So use it wisely. You can explore rest of the feature by your own, so I'm moving forward to generate the images. If you have an idea in mind, then try to express this in the words like I've seen this picture and wrote Albert Einstein thinking deeply in a red and blue room. And this is how the results came out. But if you have a photo you don't know what to type to get exact or something similar results, then click on this button and then click Describe with AI and upload the image which you want to describe. This is a great helpful feature if you want to generate similar kind of photos to maintain the storyline throughout the video. So when your desired image is generated, head back to previous page and go to Image Upscaler and click on this button, and it will show recently generated images. Now what you have to do is select that image and don't touch anything here, otherwise it will generate a whole new image. So I will click here to upscale the image, which costs me 30 credits. So now I'm waiting for the image to be generated, and here is how it looks. This is before and after. So I will download this image and remove its background by using Photoshop. If you don't have Photoshop, then you can use FreePic or any other third-party software, because After Effects, Rotobrush take a lot time to do this stuff, and no one have time to spend on useless things. So I will import the files in After Effects and make a new composition. Now I will grab the AI image in composition. We have already separated the background and the subject, so you can place anything behind the subject, like an image PNG or any overlays, particles, fire, or smoke, depending on the story of the video. So first of all, I will place this particles between the subject and background, and change its mode to screen to get rid of black color, and adjust it according to my need. Use your creativity here to come up with something unique. Here I've used some effects on an adjustment layer to make it a little bit better. Next, I will type some text and align it like this, then change its font to Montserrat Bold. Now I will apply Deep Glow and apply Fade Up by Words text presets. You can add whatever the elements you want in your scene to make it more interesting. Now select all the layers by pressing Ctrl+A and click on this cube button to make it 3D. If are unable to see this button, then maybe something is wrong with your eye. Just kidding. Just press F4 key and it will appear in no time. Now I will create a camera and null object and parent the camera to the null. Now we will press P and Shift+R to reveal position and rotation property at the same time. Now you just have to make a very subtle camera animation. So in this case, I will make a keyframe here and drag it here. And now I will adjust the null's position to get something like this. The animation is linear, so to fix it, we will select the both keyframes and apply this type of graph to get this. Now it's time to add some depth in our scene. So we will open the camera options and activate the depth of field option. And don't worry if you don't see this option. Then what you have to do is press Ctrl+K and change your renderer to Classic 3D, and you will be good to go. Now increase the aperture until you start to see the subject in focus. If you find difficult to adjust the focus distance, then switch the view to 2 view. And and this line is the focal distance. And if you change the focal distance, then you can see it's moving. So I will just change it until it overlaps on the subject layer. So now when this is done, but we need to do something extraordinary. So what you are going to do is select the background layer and move it in the Z space and then scale it, so it seems we did nothing. But now when you play the video, it will give a nice parallax effect, which is insane. But here's a problem. If you notice this animation, then you can analyze that black spots in the background. And this is happening due to parallax effect, which we are trying to achieve. So to fix this, you can apply a mirror effect on your background layer and click on this point and select a point on the composition. This will fix your problems, but you can also generate a new background by using AI and import it in the composition. While doing it, just use your brain and try to match the lighting and feel of both subject and object. I mean, just don't present a hen in space. This is how it looks when it's done. Now, if you want to use Puppet's pin tool to give some movement to the characters, what you have to do first is separate the subject, which we have already did, and double-click the layer which we want to animate, and here we jump her into the layer panel. And now click on this tool. Now what you have to do is make some pins on the subject layers so that when we animate these points, the movement feels natural. Otherwise, you will create something like this. So make sure you make enough pins so that your character moves the way as humans do. And to animate this, points what you have to do is move 20 to 40 frames forward in timeline, and then slightly move this. It's like adding new keyframes, so repeat this process for some more times and be gentle to not break his neck. And now you can see that how Einstein is thinking. How can he fuck up students' life even more with his equations? Now we are going to discuss a better way to animate your 2D images into 3D. So I will choose this AI image to animate this in 3D, and now I will duplicate it. And on the top layer, I will apply Depth Scanner plugin to create a depth map for the AI image and disable it now and rename it as Depth Map. And now I will apply Displacement Map to the actual layer. And now head over to Effects and Control and select the depth map from the drop-down menu and change it to Effects and Mask. Now if you increase the X and Y displacement, then you will notice that the image is moving in 3D space. I know it's not a fully 3D model, but it gets the job done to differentiate between a dead and a live footage. But if you overdo it, then it will start to show double image, so I would suggest to adjust these values by a little amount. But if you have some money, then check out this template. By the way, it's not a sponsored video. So after opening this template, just import the image and double-click here to open the composition where we have to put the image and scale it according to your need. Now you have to copy this image and go back to previous composition. And now click on this depth map button and paste the image to this composition. Now I will apply Depth Scanner to apply the depth map. And now I will head back to main comp and animate its position like this to get a nice 3D camera animation. And that's not it. You can add particles or flares or even adjust a lot of insane values to get a lot of variations while animating. So if you like this video, then increase my motivation in the comments section. And if you want to 10x your speed in After Effects, then check out this video and I will see you in a next one.